Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 17, Lyons Den. Excited to talk to you guys. Took a little break last week. Was working on some other stuff because I'm a busy guy. I can't just, I know I have a rabid fan base that, to be honest, is kind of overwhelming. I mean, I'm getting emails, messages every day. Like, yeah, when's Lyons Den coming out? When's Lyons Den? I'm like, please, ladies, guys, go on, relax a little bit. I know there's a lot of jack to go around, but can't be anything to everyone. No, what's the phrase? Can't be everything to everyone. Man, my brain is at 2 miles an hour right now. Just got off the internship. So let me lock in. Boop, 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 boop. Bluetooth on. All right. I want to talk about an interesting thought. I have my buddies over. I'm actually home alone right now. Family's on vacation, but I have work because I'm a capitalism's son of a bitch. But I'm currently home right now. Kind of enjoying it. Just me and the doggo. Just kind of running the house. It gets a little lonely sometimes. Miss the fam for sure. But anyways, I'm at home right now, and I had a couple buddies over, a couple high school friends. The best kind of friends, old friends for a long time. We had some great conversations on the porch, and we bounced around this idea that I feel like needs to be talked about a little bit more. But as you get older, obviously, you can live a stress-free life, but the awareness and knowledge of things that can cause stress definitely becomes greater as you're older. You just have more knowledge, and with knowledge comes this burden of the knowledge of issues and the negative things as well, but also positive things. There's pros and cons, but we were talking about just like when you were a kid, right? You're just a kid in the summer, and how just carefree life was. And I'm not even talking about, like, obviously it has a huge part of it, but responsibilities, your parents drove you everywhere. Basically, wherever your mom went, that's where you went, right? I'm not really talking about that. I feel like the child's brain, because it doesn't have all this knowledge and bullshit and like people bullying it, like 4th, 5th grade. Like I remember in summer, now I think, like, I like to get up early for this internship. It is so hard for me to get up. Like sometimes it just feels like there's a weighted blanket of all my problems just laying on top of me. And then sometimes I think when I was a kid, I would just wake up naturally, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, 6:30 a.m. To do what, you may ask? Yeah, to go downstairs, pop some French toast sticks in the toaster, plop my little 11-year-old ass right on the carpet, and turn on some cartoons. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, what have you. I love that shit. And you know what? When I was sitting there with my maple syrup doused French toast sticks, sitting on the carpet watching TV, that's all I was thinking about. My world was whatever was on the screen. There was no, oh shit, I gotta do this. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh fuck, I forgot I'm ugly. There was none of that. As you get older and you get to my age, it's like, obviously you have great times, but you'll be like in the moment of something and then you'll be having a great time, just like kind of like kid-like a little bit, and then you'll be like, shit, I have that one thing due. Shit, I gotta take this person to this place. Oh, I'm not worried. Whatever, all these negative, self-defeating thoughts. When you're a kid, you're living, you're staring life in the face, and that's all you got. There's nothing, no extraneous thoughts bounce around. I used to be so excited to get up and watch like regular show. It was my favorite thing in the world. There was nothing else would inhibit that. Nothing. And sure, you lacked some freedom as a child. Like I said, wherever your parents went, like you had to go. Like your mom's going to the grocery store, you're going with her. But there's something nice about that where your schedule is kind of made for you. You don't have this opportunity to think too much, because thinking in a lot of ways is negative if you really think about it. If we really want to get philosophical, but it's crazy. Like we were just talking the other day. Like there was a 2-year span where, oh my God, like Pokemon might as well have been like one of my family members. That's how much I loved it so much. I fucking loved Pokemon. DS games, cards. Like when I got I remember I got a DS, clear as day. I was playing Little League Baseball, and there was this kid on my team who was like kind of a dick because he was fat, right? He was kind of fat. He had some man titties, so he was pissed off about it. So he liked to lash out on other children. And I guess my smiling fucking big face just pissed him off a little bit. So we were kind of hitting grounders. I'm not paying attention. This guy just rails a ball on my face. Hits me right like in the lip. My lip's swollen. I'm like, I look like a dino. My upper lip is just way bigger than my lower lip. And I'm crying, obviously. I'm like in 4th grade, 3rd grade. And I remember getting home, just feeling like downtrodden about it. Like, why would this guy throw this ball in my face, man? I'm a good kid. I'm a good kid, man. And I'm just sitting on the floor. I literally can picture it in my brain. I had my DS at the time. Love that shit, right? And I just see my mom. The door is open. My mom walks in. And almost, I remember it like angelic music play. Like, oh! Smoke fills the room. She comes in with like a little chip-sized thing. I'm like, what is that? She gives it to me. She's like, I'm really sorry you got hurt today. I got you a little gift on the way home from work. Pokemon Platinum on DS. And if you don't know what Pokemon Platinum was, it's probably in my opinion, the greatest game to ever exist. I was crying from pain, and I think I remember like in that moment changing it to tears of joy, because I just love Pokemon so much. That was it. That was my thing. And I would just play for hours and hours and hours, like nothing in the world. You know when you play, like you'll play video games for like, I mean, I don't really play video games anymore, but sometimes when I'm home, I'll play for like an hour or so. And you kind of feel like a piece of shit after. You're like, oh, I need to be productive. I need to be doing things for my future. I need to be working hard, going to the gym, making sure I'm healthy. All these expectations and strains you have on yourself, it brings up this kind of sense of guilt or shame. I'm kind of noticing this is like almost a therapy session for me right now. But I feel like a lot of people would resonate with that. And when you're a kid, I would play hours of DS and not think twice about it. I would think of it as a day well spent, right? Think of that, playing video games all day. I remember I would do swim team as a kid. Everyone fucking hated swim team, right? You get tossed in like freezing cold water at 7 a.m. And like most sports, I wasn't great at it. I was kind of slow, right? You had like a bunch of kids, they're just nipping at my feet, right? And you're just feeling bad about yourself. It's the first time like your shirt's off and you're wearing tight Speedos. You really humble yourself a lot. And we would have these swim meets that were like 8 hours long, like so long. You'd have to get there so early. And I just remember bringing my DS, and it just, in between when I had to race, because you only race for like a minute, obviously, and then there's so much time where you're doing nothing. I felt like I could escape the dread of the swim meet. with just that Pokemon Platinum. It was beautiful. It's beautiful how you viewed things as a child without the filters of like insecurity, anger, stress, hate. Trying to get back to that, man. Trying to get back to that mindset. Because I think you can. I think you can. Through enough meditation and, I don't know, medicine. I don't really even know. You know, you get into those moments now. Like, I get into those moments. I'll be playing basketball sometimes, and I'm just like so locked in. And then, like, as I'm shooting a jump shot, it's like, fuck, I have that essay due. And you're like, damn it. It just takes you out of the moment. But I'm excited for this week's Why You Like That? The Why You Like That for this week. My friend's gonna get on my case about this one because I actually mentioned it to him yesterday. My good friend Sam. I don't mind giving rides. I'm a big rides guy. I like picking people up. I like driving around. I don't like long car trips, but I like hour to hour and a half to like a beach trip is great for me. You know, just a quick, it's nothing crazy. You get to curate your playlist. It's kind of a main character moment. And I'm always offering, you know, give people rides, especially I got a new car. So we have an extra car that I've been using. It's great. I'll have to share with my brother. And I'm loving giving rides, right? But here's my thing with the rides. If I'm driving, it's my car. Don't touch the aux. This is my bull that you're lucky to be riding on. You know what I mean? Not lucky, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but some of my friends, like, I'll be sitting playing my music, and I got a good taste in music. I'm gonna toot my own horn about that. I got a good taste in music, and then they'll be asking, "Yo, can I play this song? Can I play this song?" Hey, man, these aren't your headphones. This is my car. In this economy, I'm paying the damn gas. I'm gonna choose the songs. If I hand it off to you, if I'm giving the passenger the aux, the shotgun, by all means, play any song you want. But if I'm hooked up, like, you're in my ride, man. I'm playing my music. This is what I want to play. Maybe that's the control freak in me, but I don't know. I want to curate my experience. Sue me. Sue me. I feel like that might be one of my more hot take why you like that. Because I feel like people see the aux as like this very shareable thing among the car. It's like, I don't know, not to me, man. Like, this is like, I want to play my music. This is what I want to hear. This is, if I'm driving, like, we're playing my music. I'm sorry about it. Sue me. Deep question of the day. Let's get into it. Deep question of the day, folks. I'm a big, this is very blanket, not blanket, but I feel like all humans are like this, but I'm a big sensor guy. I really take in a lot from my senses, my five senses. You know, they taught you in elementary school. Sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. Oh, I almost forgot the last one. I'm a big smell guy, though, man. Like, not to sound like a creeper, but if I'm out and someone smells good, I'll tell them. Like, I will let you know if you got a good smelling cologne on, because if someone smells good, like, especially a girl, I feel like their attractiveness just goes up like 10 times. And quite the opposite. If you smell bad, your stock drops way low. Even if you're a friend. Like, especially if it's a friend, if they smell bad or if their breath smells bad, I'll let them know, because I'm just trying to help a homie out, you know? But I'm a big smell guy. And I was thinking, because I was walking the other day and I was thinking, what are my favorite smells? It's just kind of an odd but pertinent question. Everyone smells, unless you have some kind of rare medical condition or COVID kind of ravaged your nostrils, then everyone smells. So I was thinking, what are my favorites? Well, and I narrowed it down to 5, and I'm going to list them off for you. And I would love to, I attach my social accounts, and I would love to hear some feedback on what your guys' favorite smells are. But coming out at number 5, we got, it's just close your eyes for a second for me, listener. It's December 2007. I'm going to assume you're around my age. You're home when it's just the start of winter break, right? Remember that anticipation? You would watch Christmas movies in school, paper snowflakes on the walls, right? And it's like one of the first days of winter break. It's before Christmas, but after school's let out, and you just feel this overwhelming sense of liberation, freedom, right? Let's say it's around dinner time, man. It gets dark out early, so it's pitch black out. If there's a fire crackling in your house, you got maybe like a nice cup of hot cocoa. And your mom has a fresh batch of warm chocolate chip cookies in the oven. And you can smell that shit from a mile away. I mean, is there anything better? A warm chocolate chip cookie. I've gotten much hate for this, but I think it might have been my favorite dessert. With a glass of milk, a warm chocolate chip cookie. It's so simple, yet delectable. It tastes good and it smells maybe even better. Oh, just the smell of home. Smell of Santa's coming. Christmas time. Or whatever holiday you celebrate. Just cookies are a very comforting smell to me. Number 4, kind of the opposite of that. Some people abuse this smell a little bit, but I'm going to go gasoline. Like when I fill up my gas at the pump, when I guess wasn't feeling bad about it because I was spending hundreds of dollars now, but I used to fill up my gas and like when you take the pump out and there's like that little drop that comes out a little bit at the end, kind of like when you're pissing and that happens too. Then you get like that whiff of gasoline. Smells good. Or like, I hate when assholes do this, but they like rev their engine at the stop. I hate when people do that and their exhaust kind of goes off, but I'll be honest, love the smell. I mean, there's probably some on a chemical level, something that's like addicting or the reason why I love the smell so much, but very satisfying. Number 3, I was actually doing a little research for this question, and this was voted as the most unanimous number 1 favorite smell. But vanilla. Ooh, vanilla. Before my mom would make chocolate chip cookies, she would get a little teaspoon thing of vanilla to put in because it's part of the recipe. If you just get it and smell it, oh, you almost just want to drink it straight up. It's so good. Vanilla. When I was a kid, I used to say vanilla instead of vanilla. I'd be like, Mom, can I smell the vanilla? Vanilla? She said, shut up, son. Learn how to spell. No, she didn't. But, God, such a good smell. Candles that are vanilla scented, can make any house cozier, warmer. It's great. Number 2, this is a very specific scent. And again, I'm just like the cookie reference. I'm going to transport you guys somewhere. It's summertime, as it is like right now. Like, say it's right now. I'm recording this at 5:30 p.m. in July. And just picture this, right? You're with your friends. Maybe you're with your family. You're with your family, maybe a small group of friends. And you're walking in like your local town. If you don't live in a town, then I'm sorry you don't get to experience the smell. But like a small to mid-sized town, right? I live in Westchester, PA. Westchester, great town. You walk down there, there's just any town. And you go by like the main strip, kind of. Everyone's out and about. People are eating outside, the best, right? Having drinks, people laughing. It's that 5 to 7 p.m. range where the sun, it's not quite as hot out, but the sun's not down. So there's still kind of a vibrance in the air. It's dinner time. Everyone's starting to get dinner. And you're walking by these restaurants, right? And you can just like smell like all, because it's dinner time. So they're all cooking. Just like all the smells. And they kind of coalesce together into this fusion of fragrances that just, I don't know, tickles my frontal lobe or whatever part of the brain absorbs scents. It's really specific, but I hope people can resonate with this. Like 5 to 7 p.m. in the summer, you're walking down like your main street and you're smelling like all the restaurants. And there's that summer smell in the air, which you can't really put your finger on. But again, I feel like people will know what I'm talking about. And then number one, it's got to be firewood burning, right? There's so many levels to this. There's the in-house fireplace. I mean, like a bonfire during the summer. Is there anything better than that? Like the smell, even if you're not in the bonfire, from a distance, if you're walking around and you smell a bonfire, you're just like, you just feel like in touch with nature. And there's the smell of like, I'm human, and I am one with nature. You know? Firewood, just the best smell, in my opinion. But again, we'd love to hear other people's opinions. But that's the deep question of the day. A little bit of a longer episode today, but I really got in it with that kids during the summer thing. But yeah, we're in July at this point. Nothing new. Just kind of in that weird middle ground where post-grad, pre-real life. I feel like once September hits, I'm definitely going to have another wave of post-grad depression. But now I'm just kind of in this weird, like, little mambo. But I don't hate it. I'm just relaxing, enjoying my time, getting healthy routines built in that were definitely lost during those last couple months of college. And life's great right now. No complaints. Ain't no complaints. Ooh. But ladies and gents, thank you so much for listening. And tune in next week for another episode. Thank you very much.